Hello, people. Today I'm doing my final Oscar predictions. It is 6 days until the Academy Awards, and I'm actually kind of more nervous than I thought it would be. Is it going to be Coda? Is it going to be Power of the Dog? All of a sudden, Coda's like last second. Crap, is this going to happen? So, yeah, but we'll be talking about Best Picture first. Who is my prediction for Best Picture? I was torn between Power of the Dog and Coda, but now I'm gonna be sticking surprisingly with Coda. I never thought I'd be saying that, but everything is pointing in Coda's favor at this point. With it getting PGA, it got what did it? It won adapted screenplay at the BAFTAs, and everything is just lining up with Troy Kusher's sweeping supporting actor. It's not even a competition anymore with him and McPhee at that point. I think Coda's got this in the bag because I think, and it also got SAG Ensemble. And from, if I heard this right, there's never ever been a movie to get SAG Ensemble and PGA and not win Best Picture. So it's all of a sudden looking to be in Coda's, um, you know, uh, in Coda's favor. So we'll see. I think Coda's got this. Best Director, I think, is going to Jane Campion. This is probably the easiest one to predict. I think also this is the only Oscar The Power of the Dog will be getting, sadly. And if there were to be someone else to get this, I would say maybe Steven Spielberg next for Best Director, or maybe they can do a Brana surprise, which I doubt. But that's just me, just kind of saying it just to say it because it's so obvious that Jane Campion is getting this. Actress in a leading role, it's Jessica Chastain's award at this point. She got SAG, she got Critics' Choice. What else more? Did she get BAFTA? No, she didn't. She did not get BAFTA. But she has SAG, Critics' Choice. I know she doesn't have Golden Globe, but with as shaky of an award season it is right now with with lead actress, everyone's like, it's gonna be Kristen Stewart at the beginning of the season. That did not happen, and it's probably not gonna happen. Of course, who knows? The Oscars can pull up another Parasite and be like, we're actually gonna make the right choice. But I doubt that. I think they're going with Jessica Chastain for this one. Actor in a leading role, I'm gonna say they're gonna go with Will Smith. That's like so easy. He's swept. He is swept. I remember at the beginning of the season, people were like, maybe it's Benedict Cumberbatch, but nope, that has not happened. Will Smith has gotten almost everything he needs. He's getting the Oscar. This is one of the biggest giveaways of the night. Personally, I prefer Benedict's performance in Power of the Dog. I thought it was best way I could always put this in one. I never saw Benedict Cumberbatch the same after I saw Power of the Dog. Will Smith, I still saw him as Will Smith after King Richard, but after Power of the Dog with Cumberbatch, I remember watching No Way Home. I was like, oh god, I can't take him seriously as Doctor Strange now. But that's how powerful his performance was to me. Actress in the supporting role, Ariana DeBose. Easy. Easy. The acting categories this year are fairly predictable with what they're going with. Actor in supporting role, Troy Kusher. With most likely, it's going to happen, most likely, maybe McPhee upset, which I doubt. I really don't think McPhee's going to upset. I wouldn't be overly surprised if it happens, but I'm very confident at this point that Troy is going to get supporting actor and is going to boost its Best Picture win. For original screenplay, a week ago I would have said Licorice Pizza. Now I am going to say Belfast because WGA gave it to Don't Look Up. It's a madness category. It's a madness category. So, and I think Licorice Pizza is lacking what it needs. I think it only has Critics' Choice. I think this is Belfast Awards because Belfast had a lot of, it's going to get Best Picture, and all of a sudden it's just slipped away. I feel like maybe they'll just give it that, just to give it that. My personal pick, don't be mad, I really like Don't Look Up screenplay. I haven't seen Worst Person in the World, so if that, yeah, I have no opinion on that. But from the ones I've seen, I actually kind of like Don't Look Up screenplay. Adapted screenplay, I'm going to predict goes to Coda. Just because I don't see it getting just Best Picture and Supporting Actor. I think they're going to want to fluff up that Best Picture and give it adapted screenplay as well. But that's what makes sense to me. Personal pick for an adapted screenplay. Dune is great. You know, it adapted an impossible book to adapt, and it just did it really well. But you know, I'm still fine with Coda getting this because Coda screenplay did a lot of the heavy lifting for the movie. Animated feature, it's going to Encanto. Moving on. Documentary feature, I'm assuming this goes to Summer of Soul. Admit, I have not seen these movies, but I just know that everyone's talking about Summer of Soul. I never heard of the other ones. Wait, I've heard of Flea, but I just think it's going to Summer of Soul because why not? International feature, Drive My Car. Easy. Cinematography, I was actually torn on this one. At first, I was thinking Power of the Dog because maybe they're going to, you know, feel bad for Power of the Dog, but just giving it director, and maybe they'll want to give it cinematography and make it like a real close race once we actually get to Best Picture. But the more I thought about it, it didn't sit well. And then I believe the cinematographers branch gave Dune Best Cinematography, and then that finally pushed me to say, you know what, Dune is going to get Best Cinematography at the Oscars. Could be wrong, and if I am wrong, this is the closest race for me of all the categories personally. So I really think, like, if Power of the Dog gets cinematography, I'll be like, okay, I saw that coming. But if Dune gets it, I'm like, yeah, I saw that coming. But either way, I'm not going to be freaking out if Power of the Dog gets cinematography. Film editing is a tough one because it's been very inconsistent, and for some reason, the awards just don't want to give it to Dune. I don't know why. Like, it makes no sense, but I think the Oscars will pull through and give it to Dune. Because it's not going to Don't Look Up. I can't see it going to King Richard. And I even though I think Tick Tick Boom's editing is great, I don't think it's obvious it's not going to get it. It's either Power of the Dog or Dune. And maybe, like I said, maybe they'll do that with cinematography. I predict I'll maybe be wrong with editing or cinematography this time around with things I both have for Dune, but I feel like cinematography or film editing could either or go to Power of the Dog or Dune. Maybe it'll be one each. Maybe it'll be both Power of the Dog. Maybe it'll be both Dune. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that cinematography and editing, one of those might go to Power of the Dog. But anyways, prediction for film editing is Dune. Costume design, Cruella, easy. Makeup and hair, I think this is going to Isa Tammy Faye. Just because, you know, they maybe want to fluff up that Jessica Chastain actress win that she'll most likely be getting. And if not, maybe anything else on there. Anything else on there if it's not Tammy Faye. I really don't know. Next up, Best Original Score. This is Hans Zimmer's second Oscar. This is maybe the biggest giveaway there is, and if they get this wrong, if they get this award wrong, I'm very picky about scores. Give context, obviously, I'm in high school, so I'm also in band. I take my scores very seriously in a movie. If there's a score I truly dislike, like, I might not even like the movie as a whole. I know that's a me thing, I'm sorry, but score is very important to me. Dune deserves it, and if it doesn't get it, I'll be very mad. If Power of the Dog gets it, sure, but I'll be very, very upset that Dune was snubbed. Original song, No Time to Die. It's sweeping. People were saying, no, maybe it's gonna go to Encanto or King Richard or Belfast. I'm like, it's No Time to Die. It's Bond's finale. They're gonna give it to the Bond song because I think the industry really liked No Time to Die. It was so sentimental to the filmmakers and stuff like that, and it's such a long series and overall very well made movies. I just think No Time to Die's got this. Sound, Dune. Next, production design, Dune. I was gonna predict Nightmare Alley, but then all of a sudden Nightmare Alley just kept losing and losing and losing, and then Dune just kept winning it. And even though there's so many categories, I'm like, Dune should get this, but I won't be surprised if it does. The biggest lock for Dune is production design and score. In production design, I don't even think it should go to Dune. I think Nightmare Alley has the best production design. But, I'm not going to be upset about Dune getting an award because I love the movie. And then lastly, visual effects. Dune. It's if it's not Dune, I'm going to throw something. If it goes to either one of the Marvel movies over Dune, I'll be very upset. But if it goes to No Time to Die, or maybe Free Guy, I won't be terribly upset. But if it goes to a Marvel movie over Dune, I'll riot. So, yeah, those are my predictions. I know I went through those fairly fast. It's just, I'm just at the point, I'm like, give me the Oscars. So, yeah. Anyways, comment down below what you guys' predictions are. I am very curious what you guys have to say. So, yeah. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that. And adios.